talking about the Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone, and it's gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe. Go follow.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Brendan, Dalt, and Ballpark Tommy. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
This team is so bad, dude. Like, this team looks absolutely terrible. It's 7-3 right now. Nick Castellanos just scored on a wild pitch, but like, this team looks terrible. And we don't have any topics tonight. This is like another rant show because it seems like literally that's all we can do lately. As just rants. But like, I'm going to start out by saying this. If Taijuan Walker is on this team tomorrow, then I am going to scream, dude, because literally there is no reason why Dave Dombrowski and John Middleton are looking at this dude, right? There's no reason why they're looking and saying, oh, well, we're paying Taijuan Walker all this money, so he has to stay on the team. Like, no, dude, I don't know what else you need to see from him to know that he's absolutely terrible. He literally, looking at his stat line, let me go to Taijuan Walker. So, like, this is his stat line, right? Doesn't even make it 4 innings. Doesn't. He goes 3 innings pitched. Lets up 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 2 home runs, both for 2 runs on both. Let up 2 2-run nukes, 6.26 ERA. Before the All-Star break, he had a 5 ERA. Wasn't great. Still sucked. Everybody hated him. Had his injury. After the All-Star break, above a 6 ERA. A 6 freaking ERA, dude. He's absolutely terrible. Even in his rehab assignment, he sucked. And I don't know who looked at Taijuan Walker in his rehab assignment and said, oh, this guy's good to go. Send him back up to the major league. He's going to be perfectly fine. He'll come out and be dominant. You guys will be okay. No. There is no reason why Taijuan Walker is on a major league roster. This guy probably couldn't even pitch in AAA or AA. He needs to be DFA'd immediately. Take the cap hit or whatever. I don't know what it is in baseball. I'm not really familiar with contracts all that well. I can tell you everything else that works with baseball, but I am so confused when it comes to contracts. DFA him, take the cap hit or whatever it's called, and get rid of him. And you call up Mick Abel at this point. Like, I don't understand why you keep sending him out there when every time he's out there, he sucks. I mean, like, I'm going to pull up his last couple starts and read it off to you because I think I saved it here. Yeah, let's look at this. June 21st versus Arizona. Only went 4 innings. 4 earned runs, 3 Ks. Absolutely terrible. August 13th versus Miami. 4 innings pitched. 3 earned runs. 5K. 5 days ago versus Washington. 4.2 innings pitched. 3 earned runs. And then tonight, only went 3 innings and let up 6 earned runs. Just absolutely terrible. Like, he sucks. And why Mick Abel? Because he's pretty decent right now down in the farm. So, I mean, I don't know who else you call up. You already called up Tyler Phillips. You already called up what's his name? Mercado. I don't know who else you really call up right now. Give Mick Abel a shot. I don't know at this point. You got to try something. I really don't. If they keep losing like this, I just really don't know if they deserve a postseason spot. I don't. Like, they just look completely dead, and I'm so tired. I'm so tired of the whole, oh well, we're fine. Like, Trey Turner in his interview, I think it was last night, was like, oh, it's nothing to be worried about. I'm not concerned. How are you not concerned when you've been in a slump for 2 months and the Braves are now going to be 5 games behind you? You were up at one point 10 games. You could have kept it around 10 games if you weren't slumping, if you weren't complete crap. You could have kept it at around 10 games. You could have. But now you're down to 5. If you keep losing, and if you get, lose any more games this series, you get swept, whatever, it's potentially down to 2.5 to 3 games by the time you go back and play the Braves. Then you go into CBP and you play the Braves. If you keep playing like complete shit against the Braves, they could take the division. I could see them taking the division in the next week if you keep playing like this. I really could. Again, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I know I've been ranting a while. Fratty's backstage. I don't want to keep going, but Fratty, what do you think, man, before I come back and rant some more?
My goodness. Don't even know where to start. I'll say this. August 4th. So we're me and you, Shard, are both sitting here. It's August 22nd. No, it's August 23rd. My bad. It's August 23rd now. Just let's think of 15 years ago today. A good time when, and don't mean to get off topic, but good time when Eric Brutlet had that triple play against the Mets. When the years the Phillies teams actually showed really good heart. The Ollie Rollins days when the team showed heart. That's the days when we didn't have atrocious pitching like we do with Taiwan Walker. And I'm talking about 15 years ago, back in 2009 when we made the World Series. We had a team that was up and down as well. Didn't start off great, but talking about the present, because if that was 15 years ago, I would just recognizing that today was Eric Brutlet's that special triple play that will go down in Phillies history as one of the probably top 10 plays ever. But getting to the present time with Taiwan Walker, out of all the Phillies teams that are either playoff teams or like supposed to be a playoff team this year, but out of all the teams that have been in the playoffs over the years and that's supposed to be playoff contenders, I would say this. Taiwan Walker is one of the worst starting pitchers the Phillies have had on a winning team ever. I'm just saying in general. We've had bad pitchers before with losing teams, but I'll say Taiwan Walker, this man is the Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia Phillies. He's just another pitcher, another player, another pitcher that is in it to pretty much steal money from the organization. And I'll say that signing Taiwan Walker to a multi-year deal and getting him from a team like the New York Mets, which he wasn't bad with the Mets. I mean, he was average, but never sign a player, never sign a player from a division rival that used to play for the Mets because the bad things will happen. Except that didn't happen with Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler ended up turning out to be a good pitcher. But if you're not Zach Wheeler, if you're Tyler Walker, forget about it because if you're having an over 6 ERA as a major league pitcher, is like a minor league pitcher in a way, but it's just that bad because this guy should he like he said he shouldn't be on a major league club right now, and I think you put Tyler Phillips in there, but the Phillies. To be honest, as we're sitting here on August 23rd, like I mentioned earlier in my beginning of my rant, as we're sitting here on August 23rd, being only most likely 5 games back because we only got a half inning left, but 5 games up. This contract situation, if I know it's not off season yet, everybody who's watching, but the Phillies have put themselves in a terrible situation. And like I mentioned in previous shows, guys, this contract situation reminds me of when we signed Carson Wentz and Ben Simmons long term. Because once you get yourselves into those contract situations, to negotiate and to get yourself out of it, it's a tall task. And to be honest, this man, Taiwan Walker, is no trade bait. And the Phillies would have here's the big problem. The Phillies have no choice because I think he's still under contract for next season. The Phillies have no choice. They would be stupid to put him in a deal unless a crappy team gives us a lot of prospects in return. But there is nobody that wants this. There's no good team that's going to want to make a trade for you. It'll be a crappy team that will want to make a trade with you, as Brandon Marsh just got a double. But there will be a crappy team out there that will want to make a trade that won't with you. Everybody else, I don't think. To be honest, the Phillies got themselves in a horrible situation that might be hard to get out of with Taiwan Walker right now. And you can't just with all the money that's invested in him, you can't just say, "Oh yeah, we're going to release him." And I know that's what you want, Shard, but we put ourselves in a crazy situation, just like typical Philadelphia sports is. I know we've dealt with Carson Wentz and Ben Simmons, and those are hard situations to get out of, and those could take up to months to get out of, to close to a year. See what I'm saying? I can't hear you, Shard.
Sorry, I was on mute. But yeah, Calvin. I mean, the game's still on, but it's only going to be on for a couple more minutes. We're not really doing a typical post game show. We're just doing a rant, just because they just look terrible. So I mean, if it's that much of an issue, sorry, man, but not doing a post game show tonight. It's just a rant. So, but yeah. So top of the ninth, Brandon Marsh on second. Austin Hayes just flew out to left center field. But I want to say this: the top three of the lineup right now look absolutely terrible. Schwarber's 0 for 4. Turner's 0 for 4. Harper finally got some hits tonight. He was 2 for 4. I want to see what Schwarber and Turner do here, because if they both go 0 for 5, that's going to add a little bit more to what I'm about to say. But I don't think that the top three of your lineup right now, and yeah, Schwarber just went 0 for 5. So absolutely terrible. Did that just fly out to the wall?
Yep,
Yeah,
and they moved it over.
It just flew out to the wall. I don't know. I don't know anymore. The top of this lineup is absolute trash. They can't hit. They can't do anything. I don't know what Kevin Long's doing, because Kevin Long just does not seem like he's doing his job. They've been swinging at and trying to hit the same things for the past couple weeks. And, if you're a batting coach, your job is to work on having them not swing at the complete and utter garbage that they're swinging at. And it just seems like Kevin Long's not doing that. I mean, literally, if Turner goes out here, the top two are 0 for 10, no hits. And I think the top of this lineup, and I've said this before, I think the top of this lineup needs to be split up. I think you need to split up Schwarber, Turner, and Harper, because they're just not working back to back anymore. They're really not. Look at when you sat, what was it? Was it Harper or was it Turner? And you put Casty in second. I mean, that we didn't win that game, but I still think it worked out better. I think you need to move down Turner. I really do. He's not the $300 million player that you paid for right now. He had a couple errors tonight in the infield and just looked terrible. I mean, literally, you have 11 hits and you've only scored 4 runs, and the Royals have 12 hits and they scored 7. You haven't hit a home run since, yeah, Turner just went 0 for 5. This fucking game is pissing me off. This team pisses me off. But yeah, I mean, again, you're paying the guy $300 million to look like absolute garbage. He sucks in the infield. Can't field a ball to save his life. I think the only good infielder right now that you have is Stott. Although there's times where Stott, the ball gets by him. And then every now and then he has a really good play. But like, I don't know anymore, dude. I don't. Somebody needs to be fired. That's all I'm going to say. Somebody managing wise needs to be fired, whether it's Kevin Long or Rob Thompson. They're not going to fire Rob Thompson. I know I say that. They're not going to fire him just because we're pissed off at him. But I will say, if he goes into the post-game show tonight saying that, oh, I thought this was good. Oh, I thought that was good, when really the team just looked like absolute garbage, I'm going to lose my mind. James, I'm going to lose my mind because I can't stand these Philadelphia coaches saying, oh, everything's fine. Oh, we're going to fix it. Oh, we'll get it together. And then literally they don't. Like Nick Sirianni last year, oh, we'll get it together. Oh, we'll bounce back next week. You literally lost the last, 5-6 games of the season last year. Rob Thompson, oh, we'll get it together. Oh, we'll be fine. You've been in a 2-month slump. I'm so tired of that narrative. I'm so tired of it.
Yeah, and my first thing that comes to mind, to be honest, and I know Rafael Marchand's the third catcher, but to be honest, I think it's time to call him up now. Don't wait till September 1st. I think it's time to call up Marchand and send down somebody. Just have 3 catch. Just call down Cal Stevenson. Just let Marchand DH at this point. I think it's time to call him up sooner than September 1st. Don't wait till September 1st until the end of the Brave series. Don't wait that long. I think they're going to call Marchand sooner by early next week. I'm thinking. I don't dare. They can't wait that long. They can't wait till the end of the Brave series to do that. The way things have been going and all. I wouldn't mind them DHing at this point. To be honest, I mean somebody's got to be benched here. I mean, let Schwarber play left field at this point. Don't even let him DH. Put Marchand in his place. Let let Rojas or somebody else be benched and let Marchand play. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Give him.
Sorry, I'm looking at Twitter right now because everybody's up in arms on Twitter. But I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know why Rob decides to play certain people. I don't know why you aren't playing like Weston Wilson when he's been kind of decent lately. I get you got to switch guys out. I get that, but I think Rob really, really needs to shake up this lineup. It needs something. It needs some kind of overhaul because what you're doing right now, again, is not working. It's not. And like, they're making stupid errors. They're not hitting things. They're swinging at things that are way outside. Like Nick Castellanos can't hit a slider to save his life. He can't. When it's a slider to the outside of the zone, he's going to swing. He's going to ground out. Harper will just swing at anything, honestly. I mean, he will. You could throw it anywhere, and he tries to be the hero and go yard and then gets pissed off at himself because he chased it. Like, literally, you got booed in Atlanta, and you deserved every boo, as much as I hate to say that. As much as I hate to, give Braves fans some kind of credit, they absolutely deserved to boo. because you looked absolutely terrible in that Atlanta series. I think the top 3 went like 2 or 3 out of 31 at bats, and they had between them more than 10 strikeouts that entire series. That is absolutely terrible. That is absolute garbage. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I still don't think Dave Dombrowski did enough at the trade deadline. I don't. I think he played chicken with, prospects. I get you don't want to let up prospects, but if you're a team that's in a win now mode and you want to win a championship, you want to win a World Series, you got to get rid of prospects. You got to get somebody that, is going to come in and help your team. And I think the guys that you got are not the guys that are going to lead you there. I still think they probably should have gotten a new starter. I really do. I think you should have gotten a starter to come in and kind of, if they need to ride the bench, they ride the bench, but you have them start here and there when, things aren't going well. And like Jordan said here, DFA Walker. I just replied to Philly's tweet where they put the final score. I said, if I don't see a Walker has been DFA'd in anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes, I'm going to lose my shit. Yeah, because what more do you have to see to understand that this guy is terrible? And I find it funny on Twitter that Taiwan Walker has not tweeted since the London series, because I guarantee if he was to tweet something on Twitter, so many people in his comment section would be coming for his head. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. He can't pitch. You just like I don't know anymore. I know I keep talking in circles. I know I keep saying the same thing. I apologize to you guys if that's annoying. I really do. But it's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. But Ranger Suarez, I believe, is back on the mound tomorrow, so I don't even know how that's gonna go because he hasn't pitched in almost a month. So like it's worrisome because again, this team doesn't know what they're doing. Sunday, we don't even know who's pitching. Rob said it's going to be probably a bullpen game because he doesn't have anybody to pitch and he wants to rest guys, which I think is absolutely stupid with, everything that's going on. But I don't know. And Jordan, I don't understand why Rob doesn't see how terrible Walker is. I don't understand why anybody on the front office, manager staff, whatever, I don't understand how they don't see that Turnbull is horrible. Or not Turnbull, Walker. Sorry, I read Turnbull because I'm reading your comment. But I would rather take my chances with Turnbull too. I don't know. They've been really shady with his injury, in my opinion. There hasn't been too many updates about it. I don't know what the deal is. I don't really think he's going to pitch at all again this season. I don't. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm annoyed. Phillies lose. I think it was like 7-4. And they look terrible. They looked absolutely terrible. I'm not confident in this series at all. I'm kind of on the train moving from Phillies into Eagle season because I'm so mentally done. I'm done with the Phillies. I really am. But that's all I have on my side of the rant, James. Did you want to add anything?
Yeah, well, I had a little. But yeah, the Phillies are pretty much married to Taiwan Walker. I mean, there's no way they can bench the guy because of the money situation. They're just going to keep it. It's like a marriage between Rob Thompson, the Phillies front office, and Taiwan Walker. There's a marriage. There's something fishy going on there because why would you keep sending a guy out whose ERA keeps getting worse and worse and worse? You keep sending this guy out, and then and pretty much yeah, pretty much there's like a marriage going on between those guys, and it's bad. It's going to end as a bad marriage. I'll tell you that. I honestly think, but uh, like I said, like you said, that you're done with the Phillies. Yeah, the Eagles tomorrow. It like But I have nothing. I don't know even know what else to say, Shard. So, but anyway, guys, tomorrow, packed day. I think Sipping Sports will be pre-recorded. You guys should check that out. I think KJ texted that to me earlier, and then what's the name? We'll have the Eagles post game, and then Dalton will have that, and then we'll have the Phillies post game, or hopefully not Rant show tomorrow. Hopefully we get a win tomorrow. So it's a packed day on the 302 Birds podcast tomorrow. So packed Saturday. And what's up, Joseph? Yeah, I mean 3-0 in the preseason. I mean, usually it's not. Don't really mean anything, but it's still going to be interesting to see if they actually play any of their starters tomorrow. But anyway,
I think it would be smart to play them for a drive. I know we're not an Eagles show or Phillies show, but I think it would be smart to play them for at least a drive tomorrow, especially, with how they were last year. It took them a little bit to get going on the offensive side of the ball, but that's Eagles. Like James said, probably going to be a packed house tomorrow on the 302 Birds side of things. Like James said, Sipping Sports in the morning, so definitely tune in to watch that with Dalt, KJ, and Chris. They'll bring you their opinions on everything current happening with the Eagles, with the Sixers, Phillies, Flyers, so on and so forth. And then after that, it'll probably be the Eagles post-game show with Jack and Dalt, so they'll give you the breakdown of what happened during the game. And then if we decide to, a post-game show for the Phillies. Hopefully it won't be a rant. Hopefully they'll get a win tomorrow. We'll see. But that's all we have for you guys tonight. Phillies on a 2-game losing streak. They lose tonight 7-4. Looking tomorrow, Phillies probable pitchers. It is Ranger Suarez for the Phillies. Left-handed pitcher, 10-5 on the season, 2.87 ERA, 116 strikeouts. We haven't seen him in a while, so no telling what's going to go on with him tomorrow. For the Royals, it's Brady Singer, right-handed pitcher, 9-8 on the season, 3.18 ERA, 136 strikeouts. The game tomorrow is at 7:10, so an hour earlier than it was tonight. And then on Sunday, it's a 2:10 game. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's Royals, then Astros, then Braves. But yeah, so Jordan, have fun tomorrow, man. I think Dalt might be going. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I'm going too.
I know you'll be there. I think Dalt's going. I don't know. But definitely watch Sippin' Sports in the morning, because he'll probably, if it's pre-recorded, he'll probably say if he's going or not. But also check the Discord if you're in the Discord, or check the Instagram. But yeah, so that's all we have for you guys tonight. Jordan, great that you got your season tickets, man. Have fun, dude, because I'm trying to go to a game, but their tickets are just so expensive. NFL has just become a monopoly at this point. So, but don't let the Phillies get you down. Do what you got to do to get over this. I'm probably just about to go either to bed or play some Madden. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Phillies 7:10. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Roll the outro.
The Vikings!
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! And it's gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.